This client paid us $11,786 for our brand new business. What is up, YouTube? We are back at the channel, Really Jaff, Unlock the Combo, and I'm here to bring you guys a masterclass in branding 101. Today's market is so saturated, you need any differentiator that will separate you, your company, any service that you have from the rest. Branding, marketing, personal branding, all of these are extreme factors that are necessary for your success in this new year. Today, you guys will get to see a real life look from an actual client of mine for Unlock the Combo, my business consulting company. You get to see a real life masterclass in terms of branding, picking niches, starting a company, how to roll out. All of this will be covered. So this particular client is looking to immerse themselves in a new industry. They already have success in a lot of other niches. They're trying to get into something online. They're currently a service-based business and they want to try their luck in e-commerce, as well as now differentiating their portfolio with new niches, products, in different industries. Okay, so now that you guys know the client, the parameters for this certain project were it had to be an e-commerce brand, it had to have anything in a new and a growing industry, and it had to have enough of a growth ceiling to where you can scale into the high 7, 8, and 9 figures. Normally, when we have clients approach us to build up a lot of these companies, a lot of these brands, they're very set on a lot of these either niches or ideas, and they just need our help to make their vision come to life. For this particular client, we've worked previously with them on their service-based businesses, so they entrusted us on this end. They let us have free full range. They said, hey, here's our budget, here's our money, this is what we're looking for. So I'll give you guys a bit more parameters as we dive in deep. For this particular client, they gave us the permission to share this value with you guys, so shout out to them. And also too, this is a perfect time for you guys to go check them out. So use this as some free branding. Go check out Brolic Skin anywhere and everywhere. Well, now we can dive into this. Okay, introducing Brolic Skin. Brolic Skin is a health and wellness company designed specifically for men's skincare. After speaking with the client and they left the decision ultimately up to us, we decided to go to the health and wellness industry, and specifically we went to the men's skincare line niche, because men's skincare is a booming business right now. There's not a lot of saturation in the company, or there's not a lot of saturation in the market. So this niche is ultimately up for the taking just based off of good marketing, good resources. Men's skincare will continue to grow. Men's skincare has a huge gap in the market, so that is where Brolic Skin would fill that void. Okay, so now let's dive into it. The market opportunity that I discussed with you guys in the cash flowing business, that this is a very high growth niche. Men's grooming is projected to reach $81.2 billion by 2030, with skincare representing the fastest growing segment. So you can see that here. Here is a bit of an example of what Brolic Skin's brand identity would look like. So why we specifically chose men's skincare: there's a demographic shift going on right now, millennial and Gen Z embracing a lot more skincare routines, especially as men want to look good, especially in today's society. Cultural acceptance, now you're no longer using a 17-in-1 when it comes time to showering and personal hygiene. At least I would hope not. Premium pricing, we definitely want to stay more on the premium side, as the luxury market, especially for skincare, is a lot better than it is just being your drugstore sort of brand. Obviously, we want to stay more premium. Obviously allows for a better margin as well. So that is our strategic market selection. So what is Brolic Skin? What is Brolic? What is this identity? Brand identity is huge when it comes time to assert yourself in a new niche, assert yourself in a new market. Your brand identity is the reason why people associate themselves with you, whether it's for certain values your brand represents, your brand identity, your brand tone. Everything across the board has to match and dial exactly to who your specific avatar is that you're catering to. So Brolic Skin's personal identity, we have Brolic Skin, New York City. It is built strong, made clean. So Brolic, if you don't know what Brolic means, Brolic is a New York East Coast sort of term that relates to a big buff guy, someone who's jacked, like a bit of that gritty sort of vibe. So anyone who's like Aki, who's like big body, is what a good sort of translation is for that. Someone who's jacked, who's pumped, who's a bit of a bigger build, someone who's looking like that. That's what Brolic is. So this is a perfect sort of brand origin when working with a skincare line, especially for men's skincare. So you want to combine the masculinity with the skincare as well, and that is a perfect mix of this. So Brolic's brand origin, New York born slang for strong, bold built. It captures that no nonsense, unapologetic masculinity. We took that same sort of energy and put it into this brand. Clean design, raw performance, skincare that hits back. So brand personality, confident, no nonsense, performance oriented, value proposition, skincare that works as hard as you do. So that is the entire value of what this brand is, and that is our brand identity. So target customer profile. These are all things you have to constantly be thinking about and reverse engineer backwards. So who's your target audience for Brolic Skin? Urban male, 20 to 40, gym goers. We would cater to barbershops, barbershop regulars, people who just got a fresh cut, entrepreneurs, creatives, people who care about appearance and not just trends, that they want to look better, they want to feel better, and they want that to reflect in not only their skincare routine, but on all aspects. So here's an average income, college educated, and an age range. These are all just very generic. Primary demographics, again, going back to what we just discussed. Moving on to product portfolio strategy. So these are sort of the products that would be launched in the initial rollout. So during the rollout, you want to have 1 to 3 hero products that brand identity is known for, anything that is huge in the market, and then from there you'll build your ecosystem down and start offering a lot more variety in terms of your products. Number 1 would be a daily defense cleaner. So this is just a deep cleaning formula, foamer, cleanser, very simple like that. Number 2 would be a recovery moisturizer, so something to moisturize after. And then number 3 would be an age-sealed serum. Since we are catering to that in-between demographic of males that are starting to age or get a bit older that want to protect their skin or sort of maintain that young look, this is a perfect 3-product catalog to launch for our home run products. Market performance metrics. So what is the market that's going on right now? So annual growth rate right now is 78%. There's 164 million US population in this demographic from 25 to 54, and social commerce growth is up 85%. So anything from TikTok Shop, Instagram, Meta, all these sort of sales and different sales avenues, everything's getting pushed on in either Whatnot, Amazon, so many different platforms now that people can just buy, and it's not just your average brick and mortar shop that people are purchasing these items on. So now a lot of these products can be put on subscriptions and just showing up at your door with Amazon Prime every single day. Customer acquisition and retention. How are we getting these customers? Where are they coming from, and why would they stick with Brolic Skin? So the brand strategy rollout comes here. Number 1 would be social media targeting. What we're doing right here. There would have to be a content calendar rollout for this company to be, hey, we want to assert ourselves in the market, we want to show our brand identity, and we want to have a lot of our audience that is aligned with us on our values and our brand tones. We have to sort of articulate ourselves through that with this new content. So they'd be posting TikToks, Instagrams, photos, whatever it is, maybe a few live events, stuff like that. Influencer partnerships. This is a perfect opportunity for them to reach out to someone like a Joe Rogan, anyone else who sort of aligns themselves and their audience with these brands. Now you're gonna have to cut a check somewhere or work out some sort of affiliate or rev share, but influencer partnerships are huge. Retail placement. This is another big one. You have to cover not only the influencer side, but also the brick and mortar side. So now whether they have to reach out to barbershops, health spas, anything sort of the lines of that. You can even work with maybe a Sephora, a Target. It really depends on this company, on how they specifically want to position themselves in the market as maybe an ultra premium, somewhere in the middle, or just a bit more price friendly. Strategic partner portfolio. So this is just a few examples of where they could sort of put some partnerships. They could partner up with maybe Equinox. Kiehl's was originally the Equinox sort of in-house sponsor when it came to supply the lotion, soap, moisturizer, shampoo, and all those products. Equinox has now moved out of Kiehl's and into another brand. This could be maybe a potential partnership that, hey, you just sponsor maybe the spa, not the entire chain. Maybe you work with these other one-off gyms, private gyms out here, health and wellness centers, work your way into a Nordstrom men's store, Art of Shaving is a box that shows up, subscription box. Same thing with Birchbox Man. So getting into so many different avenues of ability to roll out and gain an audience. You really don't need that many to start. Say if you have a subscription box, price it at whatever amount, have your 3 hero products in it. There's a great way to roll out. Partnership implementation framework. So this is just a bit of a strategic overview, anything from partnership identification, due diligence, negotiation, implementation planning, launch execution, and then performance optimization. So this is just great sort of framework for you guys to take a look at on how a lot of these companies we structure out and plan to roll out for them. Okay, so here is a perfect 12-month implementation timeline. This Brian has already been in the works, so excuse these dates, but today is the 1st of Q4 2025. So this is a perfect time for you to hit for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all the sales, everything that's going to be going on for holiday shopping. If you are planning on launching that product or that service, now's the time to do it. Moving on, we have brand portfolio expansion. This is now where we're expanding outside of those 3 hero products. So now we have stuff like a travel size collection, performance enhancement line, anti-aging intensive series. So maybe now this is more on top of the anti-aging just serum, maybe it's stem cells. There's so many different ways. This is just a sort of broad overview that we curated for the client. Moving on, we have some advertisements that was curated in-house by Unlock the Combo. These are great promotional items that would be great to use for brand rollout, brand tone, brand identity, just curating and really asserting yourself in that market. Now, whether you want to start in New York, you want to start in LA, these are great sort of ways to get virality, get out there, get people to take pictures of and post, as well as check the brand out. So skin that doesn't punk out, taglines, anything sort of that will catch people's attention, that will be great. Okay, so now you guys got to see what a real life brand building looks like, the in-depths of it, and how to set up the framework and the proper way for our brand identity, brand rollout. I hope you guys got some sort of value from this, some gems. Maybe it helped in your business or help pushes you to start that brand new business or idea. If you have an idea for a business or a product, or simply just need help bringing that vision to life, get in contact with us at unlockthecombo.io.